Hello and welcome to Blimey TV. I'm sat here after Carlisle just lost 1-0 away at Scunthorpe United. Disappointing? Yeah, it is. But was it a bad performance? No, not really. Look, away, we dominated possession for most of the game. I had more shots on target. It only took, I can only really remember one chance that they had and they scored it. And that all came from our own mistakes and John Millish. We had two of our star players out, Gimme Toure and Amari Patrick, two players who I've noted as two of our best players of the season so far, both out. We looked a bit naff up front. Lewis Alessandro didn't really do very well, he's badly out of form I think, but that's not to say that he isn't a good player and that he isn't going to be a good player in the weeks to come. Home to Barra, a game fans should be allowed back at, but aren't, because of some stupid rules that I personally don't understand, but I'm sure they have the reasons for. Anyways, I think if Gimme Toure and Amari Patrick were there, that game would have been a different story. And even then, assuming their keeper doesn't have a 10 out of 10 game like he did today, then we win. I hate when managers use the excuse we were unlucky, because I don't think that's a very good excuse, and I never have done. And whenever I remember Stephen Presley said it a lot, and I wasn't a big fan of it. All managers do really say, "Oh, we were unlucky," or they blame the ref, something like that. But I think this is one of the occasions where we can genuinely say, with a straight face, we were unlucky. With whether that be with injuries, whether that be with missed chances. I can't say we were, the ref was against us, because he wasn't, but I think luck wasn't on our side tonight. And then Ethan Walker getting knocked over by some slabs of concrete off the pitch. I laugh, but if he had been injured, there would have been a big problem out them bits of concrete. I think it will only take until somebody gets injured for them to be stopped and removed, because from what I saw, I remember thinking when I was watching it on iFollow, they look dangerous. If you run into one of them at full pelt like Ethan Walker did, you could do both your knees in quite easily. So look, I watched it today, and I think we looked a lot better than we did in our previous losses. I think it was a solid performance against a solid team. Ryan Loft, I'm just so happy he didn't score, because I think he would have loved it if he'd have scored. I think we deserved at least a draw today. I don't want to sound like a manager saying that we deserve more than we got, because a lot of times when managers say that, it's just simply untrue. But a lot of it was just luck today, luck with injuries and luck with chances. Barra next, I think that's got a draw written all over it, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Barra keep drawing their games, and I think Mike Jones will be wanting some sort of revenge being released from the club. Although I hope he doesn't get a lot of stick. Well, I don't know how he can, because fans aren't going to be there, but I don't think fans of Carlisle should really have a bad taste in their mouth over Mike Jones, because he was a real good servant to the club. And I think Mike Jones himself didn't want to leave. I think that he's the type of player we really missed today, because I think we were lacking creativity in the midfield in the second half. And I think that a Brennan Dickinson, when he comes back from injury, would do a good job there, or a Jamie Devitt when he comes back, and even a Taylor Charters who was on the bench. I was wondering at times why they didn't just bring him on, because like I've said previously, I think he's just a better Devine, or Divine, or whatever you want to call him. I don't know why he's getting played in front of Taylor, but from what I've seen, I know which one I prefer seeing play, and added with the fact that he's local, I can't get my head around why he's not playing over Divine, especially when I believe they're at a similar quality and Taylor's younger. But that I trust Chris Beach either way, and although today was a good performance, I think it really needs to serve as a bit of a kick up the arse against Barra, where I hope we'll win, with it being at home, because I think our pitch really serves well how we play going wide, because it's quite a wide pitch, Brunton Park. It's a very big pitch, anyways, especially for League Two standards. That's that's one thing they can't take away from us, our pitch. Or maybe they can. But look, Barra next week. I'm looking forward to it, and I think Carlisle fans should be excited for it as well. I just really, really, really wish I was allowed to go, and I wish other Carlisle fans were allowed to go as well, because I think it would have been a great atmosphere. It's one of the reasons I want Barrow to stay up this season, so we can go to that away game next season. I think it would be a real shame if Barrow's first, well, I mean, it is their first, but if their only stint in the professional level for some time came when fans weren't allowed to witness it. And with them being local rivals, I know I should want them to do badly, but I want them to do worse than Carlisle, but I don't want them to do too bad to get them relegated. So yeah, wrapping up from this, good performance against Scunthorpe, just lacked that final third togetherness, which I think Gimme Toure and Amadi Patrick have, and even Josh Coyote has, but I noticed at times he was sort of left stranded up at the top, and I think with the other two of the back three coming back, that would have really, really helped our attack. I think once them two come back next week, and I hope they'll be back next week, because apparently it was just knocks, but if we do get them back, I thought we'd have won that game with them personally, and I hope we do win the game against Barra next week. So I think we'll see what happens next week. So yeah, in a bit.